Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find room. It's Lacey. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Getting set. Here's second down. Tailback with another carry. In the clear at the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
First and 10 play coming up. Always looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Charlotte. It was a foot race, and he won it. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, where they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that ball.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the play is good enough for a 1st down to move the ball to the 44.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Powerful running here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made to the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the wideout goes in motion. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the field.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Over the middle and incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
the 40. The offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. And he'll be brought down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 27.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Charlotte 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Going with the old counter run here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking downfield. It's Sanders. Throws to the tight end. And it's complete downfield. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to pass here. The pass is intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fights off a defender. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running play called on 3rd and short. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ball State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Charlotte offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Will he score here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on third and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media would be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next third down.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back has it on a screen now. Powerful running into the secondary. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the single back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. First and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Always looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the 49ers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the grab. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powers through the tackle. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A completion makes it second down. They'll run the option. The back's got to run a pitch.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's third down for the offense. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks a tackle into the clear. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The 49ers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And the 49ers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Lacey. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They test the middle of the defense.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physical.
The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
The 49ers are in the red zone now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. And they will claim the second half lead. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is right down the middle.
21.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Sanders. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one knocked away, incomplete. Good job by the defense to end the 3rd quarter.
Charlotte, 28. Ball State, 21.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And it's fair caught near the 40-yard line. First down here for this offense. He'll give it to the running back. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the 49ers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it can be a long day.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Ball State offense back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. Collision of big bodies there.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Another Ball State 1st down.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. 2nd down after the incompletion. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.